Because I think the second leg will not be a formality, and I don't think Liverpool can make 6-7 changes. I think, it's a semi-final second leg. There's a 2-goal cushion, Dean. As much as how poor they played last night, Villarreal, the pedigree in Europe is good. So they just have to. Jurgen Klopp says it. No, this is not over yet. And I know managers do that, but at the same time, you lose an early goal, things change.
No, you're right, Al. I mean, part of me, I was listening to Jason. I watched the game on my own, sat on my own, and I thought, right, I'll watch this carefully, and I wrote down a couple of things. Like this, the 4-4-2 they started, and they sat back, and I thought they were shocking. Villarreal, Liverpool are good. And then you think
Liverpool very good, sidewise, full of ability, and they pace, everything brilliant.
Yeah, and I just thought, Unai Emery, has he gone there thinking we could get pasted 5 or 6 here if we're not careful? So as long as we get back on the bus and we're in with a shout, then maybe it's job done. So losing 2-0 at Anfield is not a disaster. They're still in it.
Yeah.
Like you said, if they score early on.
I'm not saying they will, but they will play better at home. There's no doubt about it.
Well, they played like a League One team last night. It was like watching Liverpool play Exeter in the FA Cup. I'm not sure. I can't remember Alisson touching the ball with his hands. They were that bad. They never even attempted to score. So they put everyone behind the ball, sat there, and it was tough for Liverpool to get through them. But history tells you everybody's tried everything against Liverpool, and they find a way. Eventually, they find a way to get a goal against it.
It wasn't even good on the counter, though, was there?
No.
When you set up like that and you think, the counter attack, have a go. There wasn't even putting players forward for a little bit of a counter attack.
They knocked out Juventus, knocked out Bayern. So you just got a hint of caution here.
Maybe it shows how good Liverpool are compared to even Bayern and
Well,
Juventus.
I thought City. I thought City would comfortably beat Real Madrid, and Madrid showed some great character like they have done in previous games. But I thought City are a much better side than Madrid. But look, they suddenly got back in at Real Madrid, and you think, hold on a minute, this is a different second half, isn't it? First half, City were brilliant.
Well, there's two teams just trying to out-punch each other there. It was a brilliant game to watch. But like you just said, Gabby, about the Liverpool game, if you've got someone lightning quick on the halfway line, just standing there, thinking, well, we might nick one, at least it stops Van Dijk and Konate walking into the... at one point, Konate was he was like the anchor man in midfield, playmaker. Yeah. He was 35 yards from goal. They had no threat on the halfway line. So Van Dijk, they had 8 players in the box at once. 8.
As a manager, would you after the game have said to Alisson, Van Dijk and Konate, let's do a little bit extra?
Do a bit of running.
Like a little bit of running just to get the legs going a bit, because they did it in the game.
Well, he took Mane off, didn't he? Give him a rest in the Champions League semi-final.
What do you think he'll do second leg?
Emery?
Changes.
No.
Klopp.
Jurgen,
I just think, I look at Liverpool's team and you compare them to the other teams, I look at every single player seems to have a good attitude.
Yeah.
And they just can only play so bad. They can only be so bad. All of them. You never see anybody... I think Oxlade-Chamberlain shook his head once when he got brought off. It was like, I think he allows you a little shake of your head. If you shake it any further, he stamps on you, Klopp. But I just think their attitude's too good. They'll just play the same way.
Gabby made a great point as well about Villarreal. Some of the, I hate using this word, rejects, but some of the players who couldn't cope with the Premier are playing for Villarreal. There's about 5 you mentioned, Gabby,
you had
wasn't it?
Coquelin from Arsenal, and he was okay at Arsenal. But you look at
Tottenham
Salso,
Aurier,
Capoue, Foyt, whatever his name is, Aurier come on in the game as well. There wasn't good enough for the Premier League, wasn't good enough for Spurs, and they're playing in the semi-final of the Champions League against one of the best teams ever.
Yeah, well, from their point of view, they've got the population, I think, the same as Morecambe.
Yeah.
So it's a tiny town, and they've got.
Where is it, Dino? I don't even know where Villarreal. I've never been. Where is it?
I don't know where it is.
Boys,
is it by Valencia, maybe?
You might be right, actually. You might be right.
Add that to the quiz.
Do you play them in a total? Were they in a total?
I think so. 3rd round.
I think Unai Emery got himself a sack at Arsenal. He persisted trying to play out from the back with Peter Cech in goals. If you remember, Peter Cech got injured, pulled his hamstring. Leno went in. But you've got David Luiz getting the ball off the goalkeeper in the 6-yard box, giving goals away every week, and he kept doing it as if he was sticking to his principles. And I watched Villarreal last night. I thought, surely you're not going to play out from the back against these, because Liverpool they're like a pack of wolves. And Al, and you'll know this, the team that's the best team normally works the hardest. And you go on about counter press and press, it's just out and out effort that they put in.
City against Real Madrid, first half was sensational.
But like you said there,
the way they pressed.
Yeah. But like you said then about playing from the back, Villarreal, but they were getting no runners forward. So it's all right playing from the back, and then sooner or later you're going to lose it, aren't you? Because you got no one making runs in behind Van Dijk, Trent Arnold. So it was always going to be Liverpool.
So what are you trying to achieve?
Exactly.
So I'd say to them, lads, you're rolling the ball in the 6-yard box to your centre-halves, who are the worst players in every football team.
Yep.
Normally, your two centre-backs are the worst footballers, and you're rolling the ball to them in the 6-yard box. What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to score a goal of the season, passing it right through the thirds, passing it through the passing channels, goal of the season, or are you trying to suck 6 players on top of us so we can then hit it long and bypass them? Well, they never had anybody up there.
Nope.
So it was like strange.
I was baffled, honestly.
So, here we go. Morning, boys. Villarreal were just awful last night. I thought I was watching Burnley in the Champions League semi-final. So disappointing, says Lee, a Blues fan in Worcester. Thiago was unbelievable last night. What a performance and what a team we are. Klopp has built something special. Dino, quick one for a break. Go to travel. The weekend. Can we have an upset here? Leeds United, Man City, and Newcastle against Liverpool.
Yeah, could be. I look at...
What way?
Well, red card.
No. Where? Upset where?
Oh, right. Well, both. I think Leeds can beat anyone on their day. Newcastle, on fire, can beat anyone on the day. Both of them will give a better account than Villarreal did last night. That's the easiest game Liverpool have had for ages. But red card, mistakes at the back, goalkeeper throws one in. You never know.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.